Yo, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to a very special episode of Easy Buckets. How you guys doing today? Hope you're having a fantastic day so far. In this video, I got something that I guarantee you guys are going to love, especially if you're a big Los Angeles Lakers fan. We're going to be talking about the Lakers offseason and talking about one move that I believe they should make when it comes to raising their defense. The Lakers right now are one of the best defensive teams in the NBA, but I believe if they get Jerami Grant, their defense would be unbreakable. With the Lakers expected to make moves this offseason, Jerami Grant has always been on their checklist, and I believe this summer, it's a big possibility Jerami Grant joins LeBron. So if you're a big Lakers fan and you want to know more about this scenario, you're gonna love this. But quickly before I get on with the video, I just want to say, if you're new to this channel and you love basketball, welcome to Easy Buckets. My name is Soom and I make basketball videos every single day. So be sure to hit the subscribe button and turn on post notifications to not miss any of my upcoming videos. If you watched this video and you loved it, be sure to smash that thumbs up button. I would really appreciate it. It would help with the channel a lot. But without wasting any more time, let's talk about Jerami Grant.
I know I got to be aggressive in order to give us a chance. So just wanted to come out. It was, giving me some things that usually I don't see. So just wanted to be aggressive to take some shots, and it was working at the beginning. They're a great team. They got a lot of different weapons. They got a lot of talent, and they know how to play basketball. They're a great team. Definitely a championship caliber team.
If Jerami Grant gets traded to a championship team, that team not only gets better on the offense, but it gets a lot better on the defense. Ever since being drafted in 2014, Jerami Grant has built a name for himself as one of the premier two-way players in the NBA, but more focused on the defensive end. A small forward power forward player that can get steals and get high efficiency blocks. Jerami Grant is now 27 years old and is playing on the Pistons, and with the Pistons being such a horrible team right now, we all want to see Jerami Grant, who is entering his prime, in a true championship situation. This year, Jerami Grant put up amazing numbers as their starting small forward, as their go-to guy of 22.3 points per game, 4.6 rebounds, 2.8 assists, 0.6 steals, and 1.1 blocks. He also shot 42% at the field goal and 35% at the three-point line. This is his career high. If you compare his numbers to last season, Jerami Grant upgraded in every single stat. Last season, he averaged only 12 points per game, now 22. He averaged 3.5 rebounds last year, now 4.6, 1.2 assists, now 2.8, 0.7 steals, and 0.8 blocks. Jerami Grant has upgraded in every single category. And with Jerami Grant's value in the NBA at an all-time high right now, a lot of teams are interested if somehow, some way, he becomes available. During this past offseason, in my opinion, the Pistons signing Jerami Grant was the best signing in the NBA offseason. They signed Jerami Grant to a 3-year, $60 million deal, and honestly, in my opinion, Jerami Grant is worth a near-max contract. Jerami Grant made a big name for himself in the NBA bubble last year when the Nuggets went all the way to the NBA Western Conference Finals, and Jerami Grant was a big reason why the Nuggets beat the Clippers, and that's why Jerami Grant right now got a decent contract, but in my opinion, averaging 22 points per game, he's worth way more than that. Everybody knew Jerami Grant was a reliable, solid player, but nobody knew that he would have a breakout season like this, and after his breakout season, I want to see Jerami Grant in a better situation. The Pistons have not been very successful over the past few years, and that's why right now there are so many rumors that to keep pushing forward on their rebuild, trading Jerami Grant right now while his value is at an all-time high might be the best thing for their future. And with Jerami Grant simply not fitting into their young core, I want to see Jerami Grant somewhere specific. And for this video, you know exactly what team I'm talking about. I'm talking about the Los Angeles Lakers, Jerami Grant joining LeBron James. LeBron James has been very vocal about this, that he loves the game of Jerami Grant. He's actually a big fan of Jerami Grant, and even in last year's NBA bubble Western Conference Finals match, after the Lakers beat the Nuggets, LeBron and Jerami Grant had a special moment where LeBron kind of said something to Jerami where we all thought Jerami could be signing with the Lakers. During this past offseason, there were so many rumors that the Lakers actually offered Jerami Grant a contract. From what we heard, it was a 2-year, $20 million deal, something like that. But Jerami Grant, of course, signed a 3-year, $60 million deal with the Pistons. Of course, he was offered more money. Jerami Grant 100% knew that going to the Pistons was not going to give him a championship opportunity, but it is going to give him a chance to break out. And that is exactly what he did. And with him breaking out right now, the Lakers would definitely love his addition to the 2022 championship run. When talking about this year, the Lakers got upset in the first round. The Phoenix Suns beat the Lakers, and with them going home early, they're making offseason moves right now. They're making plans to improve their roster. As I mentioned earlier, Jerami Grant is only 27 years old. He's only going to keep better. And right now, with his contract being very, very affordable of $20 million a year, the Lakers can easily afford Jerami Grant, as simply they got a good amount of trading pieces. When talking about the Lakers this summer, from what we are hearing, they are trying to trade away Kyle Kuzma. We all know Kyle Kuzma just signed a contract extension, and with the Lakers not looking at him as their future, replacing Kyle Kuzma, who is their small forward, power forward player right now, in exchange for Jerami Grant, that would be awesome. Kyle Kuzma definitely has to be the center of all the trades if the Pistons trade away Jerami Grant, because if they're going to trade away their all-star, their best player, they're going to have to at least try to get someone back with potential. And with Kyle Kuzma having so much potential in the NBA, I believe the Pistons will love Kuz. Throughout Kyle Kuzma's career, he has been giving so much negative attention only because he plays behind LeBron James and Anthony Davis. And in my opinion, Kyle Kuzma cannot flourish while LeBron and AD has the high usage rate. So if Kyle Kuzma goes to the Pistons where they are rebuilding, maybe the Pistons can build around Kyle Kuzma and simply shape him into what Jerami Grant did this season. Imagine Kyle Kuzma putting up 22 points per game. All you haters out there would definitely stay silent. In this video, I have 3 trades that I believe the Lakers could potentially offer the Pistons, and in all 3 of these trades, Kyle Kuzma is certainly at the center of it all. The first trade on this list is the Lakers offering up Kyle Kuzma, their 2021 first round pick, which is this season, and their 2023 second round pick. This, in my opinion, is the best case scenario for the Lakers if they simply just want to trade Kyle Kuzma and of course lose minimal depth. Just trade away some draft picks. We all know in this upcoming few seasons, the Lakers do not care at all for the NBA draft. They are trying to build the best championship roster surrounding LeBron James and Anthony Davis, so trading away their draft picks is definitely something they don't mind doing. And losing Kyle Kuzma in exchange for Jerami Grant, I believe that is an all-time upgrade in general for a deep championship run. On the Lakers' perspective, if Jerami Grant joins the squad, I do believe LeBron will start at small forward, Jerami Grant starts at power forward, and then Anthony Davis will start at center. I believe that would be an unbeatable front court, and with this trade, the Lakers lose some draft picks but get a big time upgrade. But if the Pistons want a little bit more, I believe this trade also makes sense, and it's the Lakers offering up Kyle Kuzma, Alex Caruso, and their 2021 first round pick this year. Guys, during this season in the NBA trade deadline, the Pistons have had interest in Alex Caruso. From what we heard during the NBA trade deadline, the Pistons actually offered up Derrick Rose in exchange for Alex Caruso and a first round pick, but the Lakers actually rejected it. But with that being said, the Pistons have interest in Alex Caruso and his development to potentially be their starting point guard going forward. With Alex Caruso and Kyle Kuzma having championship experience and having a lot of value in the NBA, the Pistons will love both of them, as of course they're getting depth for Jerami Grant and 2 potential starters. But if the Pistons don't want Alex Caruso anymore, I do believe there is one more trade on the table that could be better for the Pistons, and that's the Lakers offering up Kyle Kuzma, Talen Horton-Tucker instead of Caruso, and their first round pick this year. I do believe if the Pistons want young players that have a lot of potential, getting THT, Talen Horton-Tucker, is definitely better than Alex Caruso, and of course, Kuzma is in the picture as well. THT has built a name for himself this season. In the NBA preseason, THT put up about 25 points per game, and with that being said, many NBA teams believe THT could be a starting shooting guard going forward. The Lakers have expressed how much they value THT, so I'm not sure if they do want to trade Talen, but I do believe if the Pistons want the best young assets possible, this is the best case scenario on the Pistons' perspective. In my opinion though, Jerami Grant being traded is a big possibility. The Pistons are one of the worst teams in the East, and they're going to try to trade Jerami Grant at his best possible price. And that's what right now, with his value being so high, it is a big possibility that Jerami Grant does go to the Lakers. The Lakers are the best defensive team in the NBA, but getting Jerami Grant would make them go over the top. So yes guys, this wraps up my video today talking about Jerami Grant and the possibility of him going to the Lakers. What's most important to me is I want to know your thoughts. Do you believe this is a realistic scenario, or do you believe Jerami Grant is staying put? Put your thoughts down in the comments below. But other than that, take it easy, God bless, and I'll see you all next time on Easy Buckets. Woo!
I got angels flying all